5 men getting into a hut wearing a wetsuit and not coming out for 4 hours is a bit suspicious. Stop filming it! It's got a body like a milk bottle. We must look mental getting into wetsuits in a hut on a hill. Close it around my hairy back. There'll be a bit of extra insulation though, to be fair.
Oh, you're nice and warm then.
Yeah. I don't know what you were complaining about.
Well, I'm not in your body.
Yet. I'm ready. But easier.
Stop! Velcro!
That's it, yeah. It's like two levels of Velcro. This cave is quite extensive. It goes on for about 500 metres. And this is the only entrance. A little tiny door here. Other than that, there's no other way in. Or out. See, it's -3 today, so the air down there is sort of about 5 or 6 degrees. Hopefully it'll actually be warmer.
With 10 degrees? Centigrade?
Oh yeah.
Usually around
about
9?
8, it's 8 degrees I think. Oh, minimum 3, maximum.
I feel like for how long you're in the army, you should be able to read a thermometer.
Get the arse down! No, I left the army. I never thought I'd be left a crawling voluntarily. Serious old man noises here. There we go. Yeah, tight at the beginning. Pretty knackered now actually after that. The Devil's Organ Loft. Why is it the Devil? Can't it just be like the angels?
You can't climb up the
What, you climb up this bit?
It's a bit tricky.
It's a bit
tricky.
It's a bit tricky. Yeah, sure. You can climb up there. You have to be unreal.
Wow.
You've got that attached to your foot, have you?
Oh my god, he's just so cool!
If you're claustrophobic, this is not for you. Although, I used to do this in the army because, well, I say used to do it. What I mean by that is, I did it at basic training as part of like a package where it's like the idea is to expand your comfort zone.
Shut up, Dan. I don't think we should do this.
Charles is really good at building confidence in people, as you can see. This is tough. It doesn't help that this rock that could be easily movable is still here. Completely unnecessary boulder there.
That's it, yeah, keep it on.
Yeah, keep getting those shoulders back.
Okay.
It's finished up.
I'm through.
See?
Oh, that's it, mate.
Okay.
And this is how Junty was born. I'm just going to try and slide down on my foot. You know what I told myself? If Charles can do it, anyone can do it. Real nice and wet. Oh yeah. Oh, gross.
Yeah.
I look like something from Scooby-Doo. Nice one, see? Oh yeah, this is good. Really opens up.
Bye. Oh!
Did you slide? Oh. Jealous. Wow. That sounds cool. Oh, my boots are gonna get soaked. So we're actually wearing wetsuits underneath our caving outfits, which isn't necessary if it's not moist down there. But as you say, we're going to be getting pretty wet, so to keep warm, we're wearing wetsuits underneath our caving suits because these aren't waterproof. Hang on. I'm out. Oh, it's so much harder with the water against you. It's suddenly very cold. Right now I'm sort of fresh and ready to go. Warm.
Raring.
Raring, I would say, is the correct word.
Oh man.
Later on I'll probably be piss wraps, freezing and just done. I'm done.
I never thought I'd sweat pouring through ice water.
So there's like an upper and lower section to this. Now it's actually underneath the hill here, very close to the village. There's what's called a dungeon, which links the two. So I'll add
A dungeon? So, okay.
Anyway, that's the name of it, is what it's been called.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they didn't actually like talk to people or anything like that?
Let me know what you think at the end of the trip.
What would be your top tips for caving, Dan?
Eat beforehand. Drink beforehand or bring a drink.
Go with a guide.
Go with a guide, yeah. Don't go caving on your own. Don't go with Charles, he's really annoying. I would say be thin. Well, don't be fat, makes it easier. Main point though, no Charles.
I'm gonna have to lick the GoPro. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, we're looking down here. Ow. Yeah, it's pretty chilly in there. Jesus Christ. It's starting to get real cold. Oh, shit. Ah, cold. My balls. Okay, well, in possibly the most uncomfortable situation, that was freezing cold and miserable. Which actually describes my relationship with you.
No.
Jesus Christ, that was cold! Oh, that was cold.
Thoughts, Dan?
Cold.
Cold.
That was probably a bit where that would really scare some people for sure. Yeah. This water, I had to like put my head sideways to fit through, and like half my face was underwater in some of those bits. I would recommend you do it in the summer because it's freezing when you come out of the cave, but because the cave's the same sort of temperature all year round, it's quite popular to do it in the winter. Do you know that feeling when you get out of the gym, you know, you've worked hard or something? Maybe you don't know that feeling, but there's a feeling you get. It's a good feeling. Even though you're in pain, it's like a good pain. It was really hard work, very satisfying, cool experience. You know, it's something you should definitely do if you've never done it before. Almost died though, I feel like, when I couldn't actually get out of a space. I was so squashed. Someone had to like kick my feet so I could be pushed through this hole. And like through this gap. But the cave we were in there was several different ways that you could go. So you didn't have to go through the really tight, difficult bit. You could sort of just skirt around it and go through an easier, slightly easier bit. Pretty sure that Tom, the guide from Lost Earth, is, I don't know if he's got something supernatural about him, but he just seemed to brush everything off like it was the easiest thing in the world. He was really helpful, you know, made people feel at ease, and any questions, he always had a wealth of information that he could tell you. So I would definitely recommend coming caving here if you're a bit adventurous, you know, you want to push yourself. Just make sure you don't get left in the dungeon or the devil's arsehole, or sorry, it was the devil's hole, wasn't it? That's right, yeah. Here we see a natural formation. Blue rubbertite. I think that's the rubberius otis. Yes. Oh, the rubberius otis. Metamorphic rubber. Yes.